This forgotten cardboard trick creates humus fast, no termites, no chemicals. Hey fellow gardeners, welcome back to Soil Sage Chronicles, where we dig into the secrets that make our gardens thrive. Today, I'm sharing a technique that's been overlooked by many, yet it's incredibly simple, cost-effective, and fast at turning ordinary garden scraps into rich, fertile humus, without inviting termites to the party. I'm talking about the forgotten cardboard method, a trick that can revolutionize the way you boost your soil. Whether you're a beginner or have been gardening for decades, this guide will give you step-by-step instructions and real-world insights so you can start seeing results almost immediately. Why cardboard works wonders. If you've ever struggled with poor soil, you know that humus, the organic matter in your soil, is like a superfood for plants. It retains moisture, nourishes roots, and encourages beneficial microbes. Cardboard might not be the first thing you think of when improving soil, but it's a game changer for several reasons. First, cardboard is made from plant fibers, which break down naturally over time. Unlike wood chips or straw, cardboard decomposes relatively quickly, feeding the microbial life in your soil. Second, it acts as a barrier against weeds while locking in moisture. Think of it as a dual-purpose garden hero, and the best part? When used correctly, it doesn't attract termites, which is often a concern with organic mulch methods. I've used this method in my own garden, and I can tell you, it's transformative. Within just a few weeks, I noticed my soil becoming darker, richer, and more crumbly. The exact texture every gardener dreams of. Choosing the right cardboard. Not all cardboard is created equal. When I say cardboard, I'm specifically talking about plain corrugated cardboard without colored inks, plastic coatings, or glossy finishes. Pizza boxes with greasy residues or shipping boxes with tape are okay if you remove the tape and large stickers, but avoid anything shiny or heavily printed. Why? Because inks and coatings can introduce chemicals into your soil that aren't beneficial for plants. Stick to the plain brown kind. And yes, recycling your cardboard is encouraged. It's a win-win for your garden and the environment. Step 1. Prepare your garden bed. Before laying down cardboard, you want your garden bed to be ready to receive it. Clear the area of large weeds, rocks, and debris. If you're dealing with stubborn perennial weeds, you can mow or cut them down to the ground. They'll eventually die off under the cardboard layer. The goal here isn't perfection. It's creating a base where the cardboard can touch the soil and start doing its magic. You don't need to dig deeply, but lightly loosening the soil with a fork or garden tiller can speed up decomposition. This gives microbes and earthworms access to both the soil and the cardboard, accelerating humus formation. Step 2. Lay the cardboard. Here's where the magic begins. Lay your cardboard sheets flat over the soil, slightly overlapping the edges like shingles on a roof. The overlap ensures weeds can't sneak through and that moisture is retained evenly. For larger sheets, you can cut them with a utility knife to fit snugly into corners. Remember, your goal is full coverage. Water the cardboard thoroughly after laying it down. This step is crucial because wet cardboard breaks down much faster and encourages microbial activity. Step 3. Layer organic material. Cardboard alone is good, but the real humus-boosting power comes when you layer organic matter on top. Think kitchen scraps, garden clippings, grass trimmings, or even spent coffee grounds. You want to create a lasagna effect. Cardboard at the bottom, organic matter on top, and then a light sprinkling of soil or compost to finish. This layering mimics the natural forest floor, which is one of the most nutrient-rich ecosystems on the planet. Microbes, fungi, and earthworms move through these layers, breaking down the materials and turning them into dark, crumbly humus. I've found that adding a thin layer of compost on top of the cardboard jumpstarts the process significantly. It's like giving your soil a concentrated vitamin shot. Step 4. Keep it moist. Humus formation depends on moisture. Think of the cardboard and organic layers as a sponge. Water it regularly to keep the materials damp but not soaking. Overly wet layers can lead to mold, while dry layers slow decomposition. A simple trick I use is watering slowly with a gentle spray or drip irrigation, letting the moisture soak in gradually. This ensures that microbes stay active and continue breaking down both the cardboard and organic materials efficiently. Step 5 is to wait and watch. Now comes the part that requires patience, but don't worry, it's not long. Within 4 to 6 weeks, you'll start noticing the cardboard softening, partially decomposed and integrated with the organic matter. By 8 to 12 weeks, depending on your climate, your garden bed will be rich with humus, ready for planting. Pro tip: earthworms love this environment. If you see them appearing, it's a good sign that your soil is thriving. They'll help aerate the soil and further speed up the decomposition process. To get the fastest, healthiest humus, consider these insights I've learned from years of experimenting. First, shred cardboard for faster decomposition. Smaller pieces break down faster, especially if your goal is a quick garden boost. Next, use nitrogen-rich materials, grass clippings, kitchen scraps, or green garden waste. Add nitrogen, which microbes need to break down the carbon-rich cardboard. Also, avoid chemical residues. Pesticides or herbicides on clippings can slow decomposition and harm soil life. So stick to clean natural materials. And don't forget about seasonal timing. Spring and fall are ideal, as soil microbes are most active in moderate temperatures. Unlike other mulching or composting techniques, the cardboard method is low effort, low cost, and low risk. You don't need expensive fertilizers, fancy compost bins, or industrial equipment, just plain cardboard, garden scraps, water, and a bit of patience. And the termite safe factor? Cardboard alone doesn't attract termites like piles of wood chips might. When combined with moist soil and organic layers, it becomes a thriving ecosystem for beneficial microbes, not pests. For anyone frustrated by slow humus formation or soil that refuses to improve, this method is a real game changer. It's also perfect for raised beds, container gardens, and even larger plot transformations. I tried this method in my own vegetable beds last season. Within 2 months, the soil texture changed dramatically. Tomato seedlings rooted faster, peppers thrived, and even my stubborn herbs grew lush and vibrant. I also noticed fewer weeds, less water evaporation, and happier soil critters working behind the scenes. It's one of those techniques that's so simple but incredibly rewarding. You'll wonder why you didn't try it sooner. So, there you have it. A step-by-step guide to creating humus fast using the forgotten cardboard method. From selecting the right cardboard to layering, watering, and watching your soil transform, this method is practical, sustainable, and effective for any gardener. If you take one thing away from this, let it be this. Sometimes the simplest methods are the most powerful. Your soil doesn't need flashy gadgets or expensive chemicals. It just needs the right environment, a little patience, and some cardboard. If you love this guide and want more practical, actionable gardening tips, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles. Share this method with your gardening friends and let's grow healthier, richer soils together. And if you try the cardboard method in your garden, come back and share your results. I'd love to hear how it works for you. Happy gardening, and here's to rich, fertile humus in every bed.